Welcome back home to the MEDITORIA channel. Glad you are here again. Settle in however feels most comfortable right now. Rest your head on the pillow. Let your shoulders drop. For this hour, let go of everything that happened today. Every conversation, every task, every thought still turning on its own. Let them wait somewhere nearby without you. Last time, we talked about deep gratitude, about how it comes to the most ordinary things, to the air in the room, to the heart that kept beating through the night without being asked, to the quiet network of support all around us that we almost never notice. And at the very end, there was a brief hint. That gratitude has one more turn, the hardest one, the strangest one. Today we go there. This will be a quiet conversation. And right away, I want to ease one unnecessary tension. This is not a conversation about how everything happens for a reason. This is not spiritual cliché. This is not comfort. And nothing is required of you right now. Not to find this gratitude inside yourself. Not even to agree that it exists. Maybe it has already come to you. Maybe it has not yet. Maybe it never will. And all of that is fine. This is a conversation about a possibility, not an obligation. Just lie here and listen. That is all. 1. If you listen to people who have once been through something very heavy, they sometimes say a remarkable thing, very quietly, often almost shyly, as if they feel strange saying such words aloud. They say something like this: I can barely believe I am saying this, but I am grateful for what happened to me. These can be very different stories. An illness that lasted for years. A loss after which the world first went still. A divorce that felt like the end. A long, dark period that seemed to have no way out. A collapse after which life had to be rebuilt from nothing. A blow that changed the body forever. And many years later, sometimes 10, sometimes 20, those same people look back and say that short, strange, almost indecent word. Thank you. Not I survived. Not I got through it. Not I made peace with it. But exactly this. Thank you. If the person nearby has never been through something similar, the reaction is usually the same. Something inside that says, how can anyone say that? It sounds almost like an insult to what was. It sounds like self-deception. It sounds like a spiritual pose. It sounds like a way to paint something terrible into something beautiful. And yet, these words are spoken by very different people. Realists, cynics, people who never believed that everything turns out for the best. And they say them not for elegance, not to impress anyone. They say it very quietly to themselves about something that is genuinely there inside them. And that quiet turn from I survived to I am grateful is the subject of today. And the first thing that matters to avoid getting confused straight away: gratitude for what was hard is never aimed where it first seems to be. 2. The most dangerous misunderstanding in this subject is thinking that we are talking about gratitude for the pain itself. That is not true, and it has never been true. No genuine witness to something hard is grateful for the death of someone close. No one is grateful for a serious illness. No one is grateful for a betrayal. No one is grateful for a year in which there was no strength to get out of bed. No one is grateful for the blow that changed their body forever. No one is grateful for the period in which the very possibility of a future seemed to disappear. Pain remains pain, and with the passing of years, it does not become something gentle. It has no task of becoming beautiful. It has no task of becoming useful. It stays what it was: a dark place in a life. So, what are people actually grateful for? They are grateful for something entirely different. Not for the event, but for what appeared inside them because of the event, a sensitivity that was not there before, a depth that could not have been reached any other way, an ability to hear another person's pain that simply did not exist before, a recognition of themselves without any of the decorations, a stillness that only appears after everything inside was once unbearably restless. And when they say, I am grateful that this happened, they actually mean something else entirely. They mean, I am grateful for who I became because of it. This distinction is very important. Without it, the subject becomes either a pose or a quiet violence against oneself. then it seems like you need to be grateful for the pain itself. But that is not possible. It does not work that way. Nothing alive in a person can accept that. When the distinction is made, the subject becomes real. Then it becomes clear that gratitude is not aimed where it first seemed. It moves past the blow itself and settles on something that appeared because of the blow inside the person. And if this gratitude is directed not toward the event, but toward yourself after it, then it becomes clear why it cannot be faked, and why it almost never comes when you are waiting for it. 3. There is a very important difference between two phrases that look alike on the surface. "10 or 20 years later. In form, the same thing. In truth, two completely different things. The first is almost never gratitude. It is escape. It is an attempt to turn something terrible into something acceptable too quickly, to avoid staying with real grief. When the mind finds itself in something too heavy, it sometimes reaches for spiritual words the way a person reaches for something to hold on to. At least this taught me a lot. At least I understand now. At least it all turned out for the best. At least I became stronger. That is not gratitude. That is anesthesia, a way of not letting the pain rise to its full height. A way of keeping yourself from a collapse that you may not have the strength for right now. And there is nothing shameful in that. Sometimes this kind of anesthesia is necessary just to survive. To not break where breaking would be fatal. But it is not gratitude. And years later, such early gratitude usually dissolves, because underneath it there was no foundation, because underneath it there was nothing that had been truly lived, because underneath it was pain that had not yet been allowed to run its course. Real gratitude for what was hard always comes later. Sometimes much later. When the pain is no longer sharp, when the body no longer flinches at every memory, when there is enough strength to pass through it again in memory without running away, when there is no urgent need to repaint the past. And then, one day, very quietly, without announcement, without warning, a strange and calm feeling arrives. I would have been a different person if this had not happened, and perhaps a smaller one. That is real gratitude for what was hard. It only comes after time has done its work, and it never hurries itself. And that is why it is so rare and so valuable, and that is why you cannot summon it in yourself. You can only wait quietly, and someday, perhaps, it will come on its own. And when it comes, it always has a specific content. By that point, something has had time to grow inside the person. And that something can be described. 4. If you listen carefully to people who went through a long, dark time and then said thank you, something remarkable emerges. Their stories are all completely different, very different circumstances, very different blows. But what appeared in them is something very similar. And this similarity is almost impossible to grow by any other path. You could call these 5 quiet treasures. The first is depth, the ability to stay with another person's difficult feelings without moving away. Before, maybe it was uncomfortable to be near someone else's grief. There was an urge to say something quickly, to fix something quickly. After a long, dark time, that urge fades. The ability to simply be present appears, silently, for as long as needed, without reaching for words. The second is slowness. They stop rushing life, stop rushing themselves, stop rushing others. Before, there was some background urgency, faster, sooner, when already. After a long, dark time, it almost completely disappears. A strange knowledge appears that things have their own duration, that they cannot be hurried, and that if you try, everything only takes longer in the end. The third is a sensitivity to other people's pain. They recognize it instantly. No words are needed. It is enough to briefly see how a person is walking, how they are holding their cup, how they are looking past you, and everything is already understood. This cannot be learned from books. It can only be received through your own long and heavy experience. The fourth is knowing yourself without any decorations. They have already seen what they look like in the worst moment of their life. They no longer need to perform as someone else. They no longer fear being caught in weakness. Because weaker than they were then, a person cannot be. And since they survived it, it is possible. And since it is possible, there is no need to pretend. The fifth is the ability to live without guarantees. After the ground has once disappeared beneath your feet, you learn to stand without it. You learn to live knowing that there is no safety net, and that this, strangely, does not make life worse. It becomes more quiet and more real. These are 5 things you cannot get through seminars, cannot get through books, cannot get through motivation, travel, new people, decisions, promises to yourself. They can only be received through a long, dark time. And when they appear, they become the quietest but most durable treasures of a life. That is when gratitude comes. Not toward the event, toward what appeared because of the event, now living inside you. And the most remarkable thing is that this is not the insight of a few philosophers. Scientists noticed it long ago, and they saw the same thing. 5. For several decades, scientists who studied people after very heavy events noticed something they did not know how to describe at first. They expected to see only losses, only destruction, only the marks of the blow. And they did see them, of course. They saw many. No one canceled the pain. No one canceled the long consequences. No one claimed that after something hard, everything becomes fine. But alongside those marks, in nearly half of the people, something else appeared. An unexpected expansion. Deeper connections with people close to them. A new clarity about what truly mattered to them. New strength they had not suspected in themselves before. A shift in priorities, not in words, but in the actual daily fabric of life. A quiet feeling that their life had become fuller, not emptier. This has been called different things. The exact name does not matter here. What matters is that this is not a myth, not a spiritual saying, not a literary flourish. It is a consistent observation seen across very different countries, very different cultures, very different people, people after long illnesses, after losses, after long wars, after long personal crises. not in everyone. That is very important. Not in everyone. For many people, after something heavy, only the marks remain. No expansion happens. That is also normal. That is not their fault. It does not mean they did not work hard enough on themselves. It simply means that for some people it goes one way, and for others another. And no one can make someone else's experience into an obligation. But in enough people, it does happen. In enough people that doubt is no longer needed, there is genuinely something here. And it cannot be replaced by any easier path. And since it does not happen in everyone, there must be certain conditions. And there is a very important fork in the road between what looks like gratitude for what was hard and what it actually is. This fork needs to be seen on its own, because around real gratitude for what was hard, there are many imitations, and almost all of them sound beautiful. 6. This may be the most important part of today's conversation, because gratitude for what was hard is surrounded on all sides by imitations, and almost all of them sound spiritual, sound right. And because of that, they are especially dangerous. Let us name them quietly, one at a time. The first imitation. Everything happens for a reason. This phrase, said to another person in their grief, causes real harm. It devalues what is happening to them right now. It stuffs their pain under a beautiful blanket and does not let them go through what is theirs to go through. Real gratitude for what was hard never says everything happens for a reason. It says something entirely different. That was terrible, and through it, I became. The second imitation. This must have been needed for something. When this is said about someone else's death or someone else's illness, it is violence wrapped in spiritual language. No one has the right to assign meaning to another person's suffering. If that person someday finds something in it for themselves, that will be their right. But no one from the outside can appoint that for them. The third imitation. I have already forgiven. If it is real, it never hurries. If it hurries, there are still tears underneath that were never cried. Forgiveness, by the way, is an entirely different subject, and it is not the same as gratitude for what was hard. You can be grateful for your own path and still never forgive specific people. And the other way around. These things live separately. The fourth imitation, gratitude as obligation. I should be grateful. Any gratitude that comes from obligation stops being gratitude. It becomes either a pose or a quiet hatred toward yourself for not genuinely feeling it. If it is not there right now, it is not there, and that is fine. The fifth imitation, gratitude as a way of not feeling. When a person says, "I am grateful," while their body is clenched, shoulders raised, eyes dry, voice steady as a broadcaster, that is not gratitude. That is a way of closing off, a way of not letting the pain rise back up. Sometimes this is necessary just to survive, but it is not gratitude. Real gratitude for what was hard is always soft. It does not deny pain. It does not argue with it. It appears alongside it, like a neighbor. They share the same apartment, and they do not get in each other's way. And if none of that is the real gratitude, then a question arises. What exactly is it directed toward? To whom or what do we say thank you when it comes to the heaviest things? 7. When a person says thank you for what was hard, who are they actually saying it to? There is a lot of confusion here. Some say to the event itself. Others say to God. Others to fate. Others to themselves, to the self who held on. And others say it to no one in particular, just a quiet thank you into the air. But if you listen very carefully, it turns out that in almost all genuine witnesses, the gratitude is not aimed where they first addressed it. It is not aimed at the blow. It is aimed at something else, at the path itself that the person walked, at the life they now have, not in spite of what was hard, but the life in which what was hard is a part. This is a very subtle difference and easy to miss. Gratitude toward the blow is an attempt to repaint something terrible. That is always hollow. No matter how many times you repeat, "Thank you for what betrayed me," sincerely saying that about the act of betrayal itself is not possible, it will remain a lie. Gratitude toward the path is something else entirely. It is a calm recognition, very quiet, without tears, without performance. This is my life, with all its collapses and losses, with all my mistakes, with all the blows that landed in it. This is my life, and I in it am myself, and I would not want to remove a single piece of it, because without any one of them, I would not be here right now. This does not mean everything was wonderful. It means all of it together is me. And from that recognition comes a very quiet, not at all grand gratitude. Not for what was hard in itself, but for the fact that what was hard turned out to be part of something larger, part of you, and for the fact that this larger thing did take shape, that you made it to today, that you are lying here right now listening to this quiet voice, and that you exist. And from this follows one almost impossible thing. Sometimes, but only sometimes, gratitude extends even to specific people and to specific obstacles that were part of what was hard. And that is the most delicate turn in this whole subject. 8. This is perhaps the hardest part of today's conversation, because sometimes, after many years, a person begins to feel gratitude even toward what once stood in their way, toward the person who once betrayed them, toward the manager who ground them down for years, toward the relationship in which they nearly burned out, toward the very obstacle they considered the main enemy of their life. This does not come quickly. It never comes for everyone. And no one is obligated to get there. But sometimes, for some people, it does happen. And when it does, it looks something like this. The person looks back and suddenly sees, without that person, I never would have learned to say no. I would have remained convenient for everyone. Without that manager, I never would have understood that my body matters more than any salary. I would have kept squeezing myself dry. Without that relationship, I never would have seen what I look like when I am not there. And I never would have found my way back to myself. And a strange, calm thank you surfaces. Not for what they did, but for the fact that otherwise he never would have known. Otherwise, he would have remained that convenient, depleted, absent version of himself. And now he is different, and he has no wish to go back. This is not forgiveness. Forgiveness is something else. Real forgiveness works to release resentment, to free the heaviness in the chest toward a specific person. Forgiveness has its own timing and its own work. This is something different, something both cooler and softer at the same time. It is a recognition. What stood in the way turned out to be part of the path, and without it, I would not be who I am now. And here, it is very important to say immediately, no one has to get there. Some obstacles carry too high a price. Some blows are not redeemed by any amount of growth. There are situations where the most honest and most clean answer remains. No, I will never say thank you for this. It took too much. And that is also fine. That is also maturity. That is also accepting the whole path. Just an acceptance that includes an honest place for no. Gratitude for what was hard is not an obligation. It is a possibility, and not a possibility for everyone, and not for every hard thing in a life. And if gratitude can sometimes reach even this far, then it must have some very particular work to do in a life. It does something to how a person lives with their own past. 9. If you look closely at people in whom this quiet gratitude for what was hard has genuinely taken root, one very deep thing changes in them. The war with their own past stops. Before, there was a small judge sitting inside. Every person has their own. This judge kept arguing, that should not have happened. This was not the life I was supposed to have. Someone made a mistake. I could have been someone else, if not for this, and this, and this. I could have lived a better version. I should not have ended up here. And this inner argument is the most exhausting thing a person can do. It drains an enormous amount of quiet energy every day, without pause. It is the voice in the background commenting on life and saying, wrong, wrong, wrong. And then, one day, it becomes very quiet inside. Not all at once, gradually, by millimeters. The judge goes silent. and a simple recognition appears. This is my life, with everything good and bad in it. And it is my life, not the one that was supposed to happen, not the one I wanted, but the one that did happen. And I in it am myself, and I will not be anyone else now. This is not resignation. This is not surrendering to fate. This is not giving up on change in the future. It is something else entirely. It is a calm willingness to be yourself and nowhere else. And this may be one of the greatest inner labors a person can do in a lifetime. It takes years, sometimes decades, and it ends quietly, without celebration. Simply, on some ordinary day, a person notices that it has become peaceful inside. And when this willingness appears, gratitude for what was hard walks alongside it. They go together. One without the other does not exist. It is not possible to be at peace with your past while hating parts of it. And it is not possible to be grateful for your path while being at war with yourself for how that path unfolded. These two things come together. And when they come, it is visible even from the outside. It has a completely clear and recognizable shape in the body. 10. If you look at a person in whom this inner agreement with their own path has genuinely happened, you can see several very recognizable things. Their shoulders are lowered, not pressed down, but released. The body does not carry a constant hidden tension, the kind that people still at war with their past always carry. In them, something is always slightly clenched, not immediately obvious. But if you look closely, it is there. In a person who has come to this agreement, it is not. The breath is deeper than average, not deliberately, on its own. The body has room for a long inhale. The voice is usually quieter than it once was, and slower. The gestures, too, are slower. Such a person has no extra movements. Each one is in its place. And this is a very rare quality. When such a person speaks about something hard from their past, there is neither hysteria, nor clenching, nor performed calm. They speak evenly. They may smile at something in the story. They may pause for a moment to give weight to what they are saying. They may return to the conversation as if nothing has happened. But they do not clench, and they do not withdraw. And the most important thing is that their eyes are soft. In a person who is still at war with their past, the eyes are usually either burning with intensity or glassy, either too brightly involved or too far away. In a person who has come to acceptance, the eyes are warm, and they hold a simple thing. Yes, all of that happened, and I live with it, without hostility. Inside, this feels like a quiet, cool, very stable sensation in the chest. No elevation, no euphoria, no tears. Just this, here. And here, one distinction matters. Last time, we talked about deep gratitude for the ordinary, and there was a warm shape to it, warmth in the chest, a slight catch in the throat, something very tender and fragile. Here it is different. Here the shape is cooler and very stable, not tender, but calm, like a stone in a river, like an old tree that has been standing for many years and no longer shifts from its place. They belong to the same family of states, but different registers. Deep gratitude for the ordinary is a warm moment. Gratitude for the whole path is a cool and lasting stillness. And as this state becomes more and more familiar to a person, it begins to change not just separate moments, but the entire character of a life. 11. What happens next is not a catharsis, not a transformation into someone enlightened, not an idealization of the past, no grandeur. Something quieter changes, and more lasting. First, the relationship with difficulty as a thing in general. When life brings the next blow, and it will, because that is how life is built, such a person no longer panics. There is no inner cry of "this should not have happened." Inside, there is a quiet memory. I have already seen how something can grow from what is hard, and I have seen how nothing grows from it at all. Both are possible, and I do not need to know right now which of the two this will be. I will simply be here, and I will walk my part of the path. This is a very different relationship with the blows of life. Not elevated, not heroic, just calm. Second, the relationship with other people in their hard times. Such a person becomes a very safe presence for those who are in pain. They do not try to console them quickly with easy phrases. They do not hurry them toward everything happens for a reason. They do not try to show them what meaning they should extract from their difficulty. They simply know how to be present, silently, attentively, without advice, because they once needed exactly this themselves, and they remember how much it mattered, and how few people were able to give it, and now they can. This may be one of the quietest gifts of maturity, simply being present, without phrases, without advice, without turning to your own life, without diminishing, just being there. Third, the relationship with time. Before, the person wanted hard periods to be over as quickly as possible. There was a desire to fast forward, to get through faster, for it to end sooner. Now they know that heavy things have their own duration, that they cannot be hurried, and that the attempt to hurry usually only lengthens them. And they stop hurrying, others, and themselves. This is a very quiet change. None of the neighbors notice it. None of the people close to them see it right away. But inside, life becomes something entirely different. Less frantic, less conquering, more flowing, like a long, slow river that knows its path and is in no hurry to get anywhere. And from all of this, one very quiet feeling flows, one that at the very end can be called by its own name. 12. If you try to gather everything we quietly looked at today into one simple thing, it comes out something like this. Gratitude for what was hard is not gratitude for the pain. Pain remains pain, and no one makes peace with it through spiritual words. It is not everything happens for a reason. It is not a spiritual pose. It is not a way to close off. It is not an obligation, and not a task you must complete in order to be mature. It is a calm recognition, arriving on its own, after many years, without invitation, that this life of yours, with all its collapses, with all its dark places, with all the blows that landed in it, is your life, and that you in it are you, and that if you were to remove what was hard from it, you would remove yourself, the one you are right now. This is a very quiet gratitude, without tears, without rapture, without words. It is more like a bow, a very small, almost imperceptible gesture inside. The head lowers slightly. The chest becomes softer. Something inside quietly says, yes, to what was, to what passed, to what, despite everything, shaped itself into this life, not to each thing separately, but to all of it together. And this may be one of the latest, the slowest, the most quiet forms of gratitude that a person is capable of. It comes when all the others have already faded, when the first joy has already rung out, when gratitude for the ordinary has already become familiar, when life has already been lived for a long time, and when inside it has become quiet enough to hear it. And right now, lying here, you do not need to summon it in yourself. If it is not there yet, that is fine. If it is still far away, that is fine. If it has come to you once or twice about something very specific in your past, you will recognize what we have been talking about. And if it may never come to you at all, that is also your path. And that is also maturity. No one has to get there. Next time, we will go in a different direction, toward the most intimate gratitude of all, the one we may notice the least. Gratitude toward the body, toward the heart that has been beating your whole life without being asked, toward the legs that have held you up so many times, toward the hands that have known so much, toward the breath that is quietly doing its work right now without any effort on your part. But that is a separate conversation, and there is still a ways to go before we get there. For now, only this body, this breath, this blanket, this silence around you. And perhaps somewhere very quietly inside, a brief, soft, almost imperceptible bow to the fact that you made it here, to this moment, to this breath, to this silence, simply for the fact that you exist.